I'm here with John Flynn, Technical Agricultural Officer of the Department, who carries out identification and registration checks. John, when you come onto a farm, what do you have or what do you do first?
Well, basically we'll arrive on the farmer's holding with a recent cross-compliance report, which is listing all the animals on the applicant's holding on the day it was printed, and also land parcel maps to identify where the applicant's animals should be. We'll request all passports and the bovine herd register from the farmer. Then we will proceed to check the passports against the cross-compliance report to see that we have a passport for every animal that's listed on the applicant's herd profile. In the event that there are numbers on the profile that we don't have passports for, we'll have to investigate fully to see what's happened to those tag numbers. There may be animals recently sold. Where we have surplus passports, we'll just have to establish if the animals were recently purchased or why they're not on the profile. Having checked all the passports, then we'll proceed with the farmer to look at the animals in the field. Basically, we'll do a full count of all animals, and we have to establish what the number should be, referring back to the cross-compliance report, taking account of animals less than 27 days that may not be registered.
So you have to check that basically you count all the animals and make sure that it tallies with your herd profile.
We'll be looking at the animals closely to make sure they're all identified with 2 tags in the field. In the course of walking through the animals, we will take 2 samples of tag numbers to be checked against the cross-compliance report and the herd register when we return from the land.
So if that sample tallies and you identify the animals, you don't have to bring them into the crush at all?
That's right. No, if we're happy that everything is tallying, we have the correct number of animals on the ground and we can figure out everything on the cross-compliance report, there's no need to pen any animals for a bovine inspection.
So for an average suckler herd with about 30 cows, how long would the bovine section take?
Well, it depends on how far the land is spread. If a straightforward check of the cards and register will not take maybe half an hour. If you have 2 or 3 parcels of land to look at, it could take another hour, and then come back in and check everything is correct before you finish off. So a herd with 30 to 50 animals should take maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And the less problems you find, the less time it'll take.
That's right.
So there's really 4 key things a farmer has to get right.
And number 1, all animals should have 2 tags on the holding. The farmer should have a passport to correspond to every animal on his profile or on the holding. All animals should be entered tag numbers should be entered in the bovine herd register, and all animals should be correctly notified to the cattle movement monitoring system.